Okay, I'm just going to demonstrate my GPServices some performance hiccups. I'm using two database connections. One's a data store through SDE, where I got these two different types of ways to use project codes, single part, multi-part. And then I have another data store value through this UNC path called value stats, and that's where basically all my data is at. I'm running a 10.1 client. Server is 10.1 as well. Pretty modern machine, I think. 6 gigs of RAM, 64-bit, Win 7. Server is, of course, 2008 R2, 64-bit as well. I guess we'll get started. What's cool about GP is I can just go and use regular tools without doing anything to them. And for now, they work great, but okay, so the selection worked as expected. Easy Stevie. This is where the problems start to happen. Set user defined value. Click on include features. Now I get to wait. It'll probably take about, it might take 6 or 7 minutes for this to process. It's 2/24/6/21/2012. I'm going to pause it, and when it completes, I'll restart it. Okay, I'm back. It's 2:30. Still processing. Same day. So this was something that actually was mentioned in beta, and I was told that this was resolved, but it doesn't appear to be resolved. Everything's pretty robust. Server's robust. This is robust. I don't know why it would be this long. Maybe an explanation on when include features. I know this includes it as actually the actual service, but like, what's it doing when it's doing this process? Why does it take so long? It has gotten better since beta. Beta used to make it last 10 times as long, so it did finish. So it's 2:31. It finished. Beta used to run. It was like 15-20 minutes. It was like I'd fall asleep trying to wait for it to happen. So it has gotten faster. Now, if I go to selection type, I haven't changed anything. Now, if I switch this from choice list to constant value, it now I haven't done anything with my cursor, but if I move it and I try to select something else, I'm going to be back into selection mode. So I'm back in the busy mode. I just created a video and I had to kill it because this one started doing some pretty interesting stuff after I killed the video. Because I really wanted to show you the include features. Now I'm thinking that something else goes on here, and I'm going to pause it and then restart it if the other behavior happens. But I think you get the picture. There's definitely some performance hits. You will get hit on this if this hits more people than just me. I'm hitting you guys on it right now, but others will hit too. So these are specifics. This isn't necessarily what Jack wanted. I'll send him an email though, but I'm going to pause it. So we're at 234. It's still processing. Seems to me I had this problem earlier with select by location, which is another one of my tools that I got to run, but you know, because I just basically use select. I can. GPServices are awesome. I can just click share these tools like without doing any custom at this point, and the client likes it. So let's try to keep everything as super simple as possible. So I'm going to go ahead and pause it. It's 2:34. Still on the same day. So I'm back. It's 2:36. We're still processing on the selection type, switching it from what it was to constant value. Waiting. 2:36 on 6:21. I'm hoping to watch the live seminar in 20 minutes, so hopefully it finishes by then. An hour to publish a GP service is probably a little long. I can basically listen to the whole album of Mumford & Sons in the time that it takes to do all this. I'm going to pause it. 2:37. Okay, it's back. It's 2:38. And it went to expression. So that's good. Let's see if I can do anything here. So when I move that to constant value, I get to wait. 2:39. And I think this is all because of that include features. Slows everything down. I'm going to pause. 2:39. So it's 2:44. I'm waiting. Now, if that was an accident, like I didn't want to put on constant value, I got to wait 5 minutes before I can change it back. And I don't know what the behavior is going to be. I don't know if I change it back, if it's going to go through another 5 minutes of processing. So normally, when I see demos, you guys are always just you don't do anything. So it leads me to think that when you guys test internally, you're just taking the defaults that don't include features. Because there's clearly something going on here that's not right. I'm going to pause it. It should probably stop any second now, but it's 2:45. Okay, so 2:46 just finished. So good. So required. There should be something here, but I can still publish this without actually filling anything there. So since I think I might have made a mistake, let me go constant value back to user defined value. Because I made that mistake the first time. Now it's got to process some more. Okay, so that was my premise and I just proved correct. So 2:46, and now I got to wait again because I made a mistake. So I think I can end it because the reality is I'm just going to be doing more waiting, and I'm really just trying to demonstrate that including features really slows everything down immensely. Oh, and I'm doing all these little pauses because otherwise we'd be sitting here for 20 minutes, 25 minutes staring at it, just processing. And so it will only be a 10-minute video, but hopefully you believe me. So it's 2:47, and I'm still processing. As you see my cursor in the middle of the screen, I'm going to go ahead and pause it. I predict about 2:51, 2:52, it will stop processing, and I'll be able to go to another little node here in the service editor. And these are problems with GPServices, specifically to the include features as part of the layer name or table view.